by ChristyNuga.
Have you experienced this situation where when you're talking to someone, especially younger ones, and then they say, oh, leave me, I'm free to do whatever I want. The Bible says, whosoever the Son shall set free is free indeed. Wow. A lot of people think freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want. Well, what is freedom actually? Freedom comes from discipline, being disciplined. Here's the truth. Real freedom comes from habits. Today I'm going to show you that the right habits can unlock the life you've been dreaming of. What actually is freedom? Freedom isn't chaos. It's control. It's waking up with energy, having time for what matters, knowing your future is secured. And that kind of habit at a time. Big changes doesn't come from big moves. They come from small, consistent actions. For instance, drinking water first thing every morning, or reading 10 pages a day, tracking your spending. These tiny habits compound into massive results. Small disciplines repeated with consistency lead to great achievements. John Maxwell. When your day has structure, your mind has peace. Stop reacting and start creating. Habits give you the framework to live intentionally, not impulsively. Here are 3 habits that changed my life. 1. Morning journaling clears my mind and sets my focus. Number 2, daily movements. Even 15 minutes of movements resets my energy. Digital detox before bed helps me sleep deeper and wake up sharper. If you're ready to take control of your life, then start with one habit today. Drop a comment below which habits you want to start working on to shape your life. If this video has given you value, like, comment. Habits and restrictions, they are your path to freedom. Thank you for watching. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, Tiana's World, go ahead and do that. Like it, comment, and share this video with someone who needs it. Keep watching Tiana's World. The way we think matters a lot. It shows who you are and what you are actually made up of. We need to work on our mindset. Our perspective says a lot about us. And then not only that, it also shows how far a person will go. Why? Because like today now, we're talking about millionaire mindset. A millionaire sees solution in things. Maybe the millionaire just browses an area where people are saying, oh, there's difficulty, there's this, there. The guy can just buy 5 houses, demolish it, create a space for himself. See, that's the way the millionaire thinks. Where others are busy grumbling, oh, there's no space, nowhere for me to operate my business, this and that. How do I do forward? How do I move forward? They say we should move forward. They say this, they say that. Government this, government that. Man, let us work on our mindset. That way, we'll be able to get things done better, achieve things faster, and then, of course, we'll be happier for it. Welcome. This is Tiana's World.
Tiana's World by ChristyNuga.
Has it ever occurred to you how some people seem to attract success like a magnet, while some struggle endlessly? Well, I tell you, it isn't luck. It's actually a mindset issue. You know, how successful people think differently. These people seem to be out of this world. Successful people Millionaires, the way they think is uncommon. They see solutions, the way forward, they see growth everywhere. Even where people are seeing difficulty, they see opportunity. They seem as if race, a kind of people different from another planet, from another world. Well, let's and start to think like the millionaire. You know, like a verse in the Bible says, when men are saying there is casting down, we shall be saying there is lifting up. Okay, do you see now? Mindset. Where somebody is seeing scarcity, this millionaire see abundance. So you as a child of God, you are being told to see it that way. Actually, the Bible, the Word of God has been doing that counseling over and over again for you and I to focus on the way we think, to change our mindset, to always see positive and shun the negative. Even though the negative is staring at you in the face, always say, oh no, my God says, I shall not lack, I shall not this, I shall not that. Moving forward is my portion. Okay, even though you are hungry, even though the lack is biting hard at you, well, all you need to do, like I read something this morning, was saying, okay, where everything seems so hard. It says, well, instead of dwelling on that, you only need to learn something new to show that you are capable of growth. Where people are thinking or seeing scarcity, let a millionaire get to that same spot. Guy will see opportunity everywhere. And then I begin to wonder, all these things have been there before. How come I have not seen it? Well, my mindset, simple. You see, okay, maybe you put it this way. The guy who comes to make way for himself, he could afford it. He could buy those houses, demolish them, create an establishment for himself, and then, of course, before you know it, he employs all those people that are saying, oh, well, no this, no that. They become his workers. They make money for him. You see, no wonder they say, if you don't look for a way to achieve your dreams, somebody will hire you to achieve theirs. Instead of scarcity, the millionaire thinks in abundance, doesn't see a possibility anywhere. He sees an opportunity to showcase what he can do, to thrive. He sees an opportunity to carry out his goals, aims, and objectives. The millionaires think in abundance. They believe opportunity abounds everywhere. They believe money is just a tool, useful for them to carry out whatever they want to do, and not a trap. T. Have Eka. Rich people focus on opportunities, but poor people focus on obstacles. Successful people play the long game. They don't chase after quick wins. They build empires, brick by brick, like the Bible says, precepts upon precepts, lines by lines, see, gradually growing. It's the poor person that wants magic, just want to begin to think, people like I see 1 million now. Wow, from out of space. The millionaires, whether it's in investing or in learning or in building businesses, they think in decades, not in days. Millionaires take full responsibility for their outcomes. No excuses, no blaming. They own their failures and use them as fuel. Starting today, ask yourself, what am I avoiding responsibility for? Millionaires are lifelong learners. They read, they listen, they ask questions. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, not just those who cheer them on. I have a tip for you. Start reading now. Try reading one book a month. Start with Think and Grow Rich or The Psychology of Money. Millionaires don't don't just work hard. These people build systems that work for them. That is automating income, delegating tasks, or scaling ideas. They think like architects, not like laborers. Guess what? Success isn't a secret. It is a strategy, and it starts right from inside you. Are you ready to shift your mindset and think like a millionaire and then become one? Start building your future like a millionaire right now. Start building your life, your future from now. Learn, read, ask questions, mingle with people that challenge you, that will challenge your focus, your thinking. Thank you for watching. If this video has resonated with you, well, like it, comment, share with me how it has resonated with you, share it with someone, and then, of course, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, Tiana's World, go ahead and do that. Until I come your way again with another wonderful video of mine on personal growth and development. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. Carol Dweck. Did I get it? How do you pronounce it? Carol Dweck. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Carol Dweck, research reference. Today, we are going into the most powerful changes that you can ever make in your life. Mastering the mindset shift. Here's the truth. The difference between staying stuck and leveling up isn't about money, talent, connections, but about your mindset. By the end of this video, you're going to find out what I mean by that. Stay with me. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. The way you perceive things is depending on your mindset. Your mindset is the silent voice that determines whether to quit or to keep going. You decide, subject to the position of your mindset, whether to play small or aim higher. Maybe you've seen some of my videos on perspectives. I have this particular one on shift the focus. There's another one, change your perspective. So these are important contents for you to be able to work on so that you'll be able to think better, look at things with better, clearer mindset. The need to go into Carol Dweck's research reference, the fixed mindset versus growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes talent is permanent, while on the other hand, growth mindset believes that skills can be developed. You know, if you've heard of these two people, Oprah Winfrey or Michael Jordan, their story fits this growth mindset versus fixed mindset story, issue. You know, it explains it better. Why? Because these two people refuse to accept the status quo. They refused to allow situations dictate for them their future. See, and they took charge. They took charge and they aimed higher, they worked harder, they did those things they needed to do. And today, we are sharing the story worldwide. You know, one of the greatest examples of a mindset shift is Michael Jordan. Today, we call him the greatest basketball player of all time. But do you know what happened to him in high school? What happened to him is that he was cut off from his basketball team in the university team. You know, his coach told him he wasn't good enough yet. Imagine that. Being told you're not good enough at the very thing you always dream of. That day, Jordan went home. He cried. He cried so much. But then he made a decision. What did he do? Instead of allowing the rejection to define him, he made a decision. He turned it into fear. He started training. He trained harder than anyone else, practicing morning, day, and night. Later, he said something very powerful. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed. That is the power of a mindset shift. Failure wasn't the end of him. It was the reason he became great. And if you and I can see our failures the same way, our lives and results will completely change. All of these people succeeded based on their mindset, not just because of their skills. Their mindset refused to accept the situation, the negative situation that surrounded them. And today, we are celebrating these two people. In case you don't know, think about it anyway. Your life today is a direct reflection of your mindset of yesterday. Therefore, your life tomorrow will be a direct reflection of the mindset you choose to work with from today. A lot of people think, okay, maybe there are certain things that usually happen around them in their family. Oh, in our family, it's like this, we do things like this usually happen in our lives. And therefore, they begin to they accept the status quo. They begin to make some pronouncements that do not gender towards moving forward or achieving greater achievements or greater success. They just believe in that minimalistic lifestyle and things like that. No. Such people, you find them saying, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, this or that, we're like this in our family. Some will even say, oh, in their family, they're usually the quiet type, they don't make too much money, they're not rich, they're not poor, they're just okay. So as long as they can feed themselves, as long as they have a roof over their head, they're just okay. The word of God says that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above what you can ever ask or think. See? There's no limitation with God. There's no limiting with God. I'm not limiting. If He chooses to give you over and above whatsoever your brain can imagine. That's why I told Abraham, as far as your eyes can see, that's what is willing to give to you and I. It is as far as your mind can reflect, as far as your mind can go. God is ready to take you there. So let us begin to change our mindsets and begin to aim higher. Let us begin to think wider, and let us begin to work on how to achieve those greatness. Are you one of them? Those who believe, oh, in our family we're just like this. We don't go too far. We don't do too much. We're just gentle. We're just okay. As long as we can feed, as long as we're healthy, as long as we don't fight, we don't cause trouble, nobody trouble us, as long as everything is okay, just quiet, that quiet style, and then begin to say, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Why not change your mindset? Why not say, okay, I'm going to be the first person to break the ground. I am going to be the first. Maybe I'll be the first to do the unthinkable, unimaginable. I've heard of people saying, if you don't come from a rich family, make sure that a rich family come from you. Why not do that? Why not change your mindset and determine and start working on it right now? Do not think, okay, the moment you try something and then you fail, then that's just it. Don't bother. Oh, okay, maybe people like me can do it. No. Failure do not have a seat, a permanent seat with anybody. Whoever allows it stays with. So you need to shake it up, stays away, not for you. Okay? And do those things that will really, really take it far away from you. Failures, matter of fact, failures aren't dead ends. They are data. Every mistake shows you what doesn't work and shows you what does work. You discover what works. Take Edison and the light bulb, for instance. He tried it for several times until he got the right way to do it. Yeah. upgrade your self-talk. Such as, like, I can't. What about, how can I? Okay? So I said, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. We don't do that. We don't do this. We don't that. How about, how can I do it? Now you want to know. You need to know. You can even write them down. Journal them. As in, replace your negative affirmations with positive ones. All those I can't, I don't know how to, this and that. Replace them with, I am willing to learn. I can learn. How can I do it? How do I achieve? How do I aim forward? How do I keep going? How can I do this? How can I achieve success? You see, so when you journal them down, then you have that space for writing the answers, because whether your mind, whether it's better you journal them. You search through yourself, you know all those things you write, you say to yourself that do not help you to move forward. Then when you journal them, you begin to write them down, replace them with positive affirmations. So another thing you need to work on is to surround yourself with growth-minded people. Surround yourself with people who are also aiming to go higher, because people are contagious. If you can't find these people around you physically, how about you get books written by people that can serve as mentors to you. Listen to podcasts of these people and watch their videos. What videos that can motivate you. I have a challenge for you starting right now. Catch one of those negative self-talks. Replace I can't with I can. Start working on it. Deliberately remove I can't from your mouth when it crosses your mind. Speak out, I can. How can I? I will try. I will learn. I will work on it. It's possible for me to move forward. See, these are things we can replace with, I can't do it. I'm just not cut out for that. See, the issue is that as simple as this is, that simple shift begins to rewire how you think. Mastering your mindset shift is how you level up your life and you get results. Remember, mindset drives habits. Habits drive actions. And actions drive results. What mindset shift are you going to start making today? Let me know in the comments. Your next level is waiting for a lot of things. Money, more luck, more blessings, more breakthrough, and most of all, new mindset shift. Choose today to be the day that you change your mindset for a way forward. If this video inspired you, hit the like button, comment, share it with someone who needs it, subscribe for more motivation until I come your way again. Diana's World by ChristyNuga. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yesterday, a friend of mine that went to school together called me, and then we were discussing, and she was just calling to find out, just for updates, so that we give each other updates. We usually do that once in a while when we've not had time for girls' night out. And then she was just asking, she said, well, the this thought has been bothering her. That she was just thinking, remembering all those times when we were youths and all that. Now, looking at the children, grown up, and all sort of things happening. And then she said, Christy, where did all the time go to? Where is all the time? Where did all that time vanish to? Well, okay, so after the call, I was actually thinking, where did all the time go to? Back then, we were full of activities, we were full of fun, and everybody was happy. But then now, finding out that one of us is having health challenges, and we've been praying about it and all that. So, okay, this gave me this idea to create this video talking about, maybe just to ask you guys, if you are the type that has been wondering where all the time went to, yeah, you need this video, watch it, and you find out. Stay with me to the end. I'll give you 3 proven hacks that top performers usually make use of to maximize their time and energy. Come on, let's be real. Productivity is not about working hard. Rather, it's about working smarter. Well, most people usually waste time on distractions, on multitasking, on tasks that really don't move the needle. Well, the key to real productivity is focus and energy management, not just long hours. Remember this: busy does not equal productive. First, use the 80-20 rule that is referred to as the Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle says that 80% of your results do come from 20% of your actions. Therefore, instead of trying to do everything, I recommend that you focus on those tasks that yield the biggest results. So, ask yourself right now, what is that one thing that I can do that would make everything that I have to do easier, and some things unnecessary? When you start your day that way, you are most likely to see the results multiplying. When you start with asking yourself what you have to do in order to get bigger results that will make your job easier. By the time you are able to get the answer to this, and you start that way, you will see that your results, the outcomes, the productivity increases. It begins to multiply. Second point I want to share with you: make use of time blocking. This means scheduling your most important tasks into specific time slots, protecting your time like gold. During this period of time blocking, practice deep work. No notifications, no multitasking, just pure focus and work. Hey, did you know that research has shown that switching tasks can cost you up to 40% of your productivity? That is almost half of your day gone, wasted. Stay in flow and you will finish hours of work in minutes. In case you never noticed, that productivity isn't just about time, it's also about energy. Okay, look at it this way. Here's the truth: a tired mind works slowly, but a sharp, energized mind can do wonders. Try this. Take short breaks every 60 to 90 minutes. Drink water. Eat food. Refuel your body with healthy foods. Use movement. Quick walks, stretch, or even breathing exercises. All this in order to reset your brain. When you manage your energy, your productivity skyrockets. Start your day with the hardest task you have for that day. What Brian Tracy calls eating the frog. Once you are able to tackle the most difficult task for the day, the rest of the day feels easier and you are able to carry momentum forward. In summary, prioritize what truly matters. Protect your time with deep work. Your energy like a bro that you are. Do this. You will not only be able to achieve more, but you will achieve more in less time with less stress. If this video has helped you, if you have found any usefulness for this video, if you've been able to gain one or two things, give it a like. Comment. Let me know your comment, your take on this. Share it with a friend who needs a productivity boost. Subscribe for more personal motivation every week. Comment below which productivity secrets are you going to start making use of from today, from right now, until I come your way again with yet another wonderful, fantastic motivation on the personal growth, personal development. It's a wrap for right now. Bye. Keep watching Tiana's World. Thank you very much. Do you know that 95% of your daily actions are driven by habits? That means your future success doesn't come from one big breakthrough. Rather, it comes from small habits, small good habits that you practice on a daily basis. Today, allow me to show you how to form habits that stick. Break the bad ones and form good habits. Reprogram your mind for unstoppable success. Whether it's in your new plan, you plan to start waking up earlier, read daily consistently, improve your feeding habits, and whatever, or grow in your career, this video is a good framework with 4 steps for you to follow. Stay with me to the end so that you get some powerful tips that will help you to form good habits that will lead you to success. There's this quote that says, tiny habits lead to massive results. Yes, it's true. Start small. Don't look for overnight immediate results. For instance, if you want to read, start with 5 minutes a day. You want to do exercise? Start small also. The point is, whatsoever habits you want to form, you want to inculcate into your daily living, start it small and make it consistent. Make it a regular thing so that your body will adapt to it. Small wins improve momentum. Small wins increase momentum. Yes, small wins help you to build momentum. So always have that at the back of your mind. So that you don't overstress yourself, so that you don't get easily discouraged. Start with the level you are. Start small and then begin to build on it. That's how to make big win. That's how to gain success. Anchor new habits to existing routines. Your brain loves patterns. Therefore, attach your new habits to something you already do. For instance, of you do as soon as you wake up, maybe say your prayers and do brush your teeth, okay? All right, so what you now do is that after brushing your teeth, try to do 10 push-ups. That is, if trying to do exercise, adding exercise is part of the new habits you're trying to build. You can go for 10 push-ups. I do talking on the sports instead of running everywhere and everybody knows where this area people look all about looking, even good things is funny to them. Well, it is good. So know your environment and do away with negativity as much as you can. That's the idea. This is called habit stacking. It's one of the most effective methods. Make habits easy and accessible. Remove frictions. If you want to eat healthy, put fruits clearly where you can see them. If you want to go for a workout, maybe following day, ensure to arrange those clothes for the workout the night before. Reward progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins. Each time you stick to a habit, reward yourself with something simple, like acknowledging your progress or checking it off in a habit tracker. This forces your brain to repeat the action. The golden rule: environment beats motivation. Surround yourself with people, places, reminders that push you towards doing the right habits. To exercise more, spend time with more fitness-minded friends. You want to read more? Keep a book by your bedside, not your phone. Habits are the building blocks of success. If you master your habits, you master your life. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform. If you found value in this video, subscribe, like it, comment, share it with someone you think needs it. Always watch Jenna's World. Thank you very much for watching. Till I come your way again, it's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye.